Hello and welcome back. This is Melody Lynn and we are in Riven, the sequel to Myst, the second game of the Myst franchise. We mostly finished that first island, and now we're out here exploring a new island that that little cart brought us to. So we're gonna look around here and see. We have a whole bunch of pipes that go different places, and I'm sure power up different things once we get the power going. This big building here, let's go out here and see. Okay, this points to that pipe that goes up there. It'll point to this pipe that goes to the building, or to right there. Let's point it right now at the building, since that's what we've got in front of us at the moment. And let's go look at this. Something there, we can't get in. Okay, there's that pipe from there. And then it splits in two between a wheel and a lever. Whoop, the wheel disconnects that pipe there. Oh, and now the water goes down. And so did that little platform. Okay. Let's redirect our water so that the water doesn't come back. And that comes up. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and hook up that pipe again, just in case. Okay, we did some stuff in here, but we still can't go in it. We've got fire going underneath it. Maybe that's why we need to turn off the fire. Okay, that raises and lowers that. Oh, you know which switch I bet it is. Let's raise that back up. And flip this switch. That might be the power. Yeah, see, all that noise stopped. Maybe we can get in there now. Yes, we can. Now that it's not overheating us. All right. We can get in here. It's dark, I'm just clicking and clicking. And we can come out here. Maybe we need to go one more. Yeah, get out of the pipe. Pathway. And we have a door and a hatchway to open up. Okay, so this is over here. I wonder, let's redirect our power over to here, because we don't need it up there right now. Is there anything here that we need to power up? Maybe that cart. Here's how we get back up to the cart. But I don't want to take it anywhere right now. We're going to continue exploring this island. Looks like a wood chipper. Almost. This is actually where the books were, I believe, were made, or maybe it was just a power source. I'm not sure which. Okay, I don't really want to go back in there. I didn't mean to do that. So we're going to turn around. And the door's going to close on us again. You can see we did turn off the fire there. Oh, we were going to redirect the power. Okay, that's why we came over here. Let's redirect the power now to that building. And then we'll go explore that building up there. We've opened up that little hatch now, so we can get up there from this ladder. And we'll come down here and check this out. There's a fan there. A little trap. Oops. Let's do this, because this looks like bait alongside here. Grab one of those and put it on there, and then lower it and see if we can catch something. Patient, because hunters are patient. I think while we're being patient, let's do a little more exploring. Nothing off to either side. But one of the things that this game loves to do is hide things behind the doors. So you learn to close doors and check it out. And there's another one of those spinning domes. Spinning dome. But as I said, check behind the doors, because there is a secret passage, and there's what we were looking for. So this has one time where it turns yellow. You briefly see it there. So I'm going to try to time that. There we go. Stop the dome and make note of what it looks like. Okay. A circle with a line going down. And we found that on the island with the crater. Let's go see this dome now that it's not spinning. And we've got the same thing, a little lock. You can see there's a book in there, but we don't know the combination yet. Don't know what that is. Oh, that's what we peeped through, isn't it? Yep, that's the hole we peeked through. Let's go see if we caught anything in our trap. We must have. It's closed. Look at that, a little frog. And that sounds familiar too. We've heard that noise. That ribbit noise is a frog. I say ribbit now. I said chirrup earlier. But that's a frog, which goes with the number 3. All right. Let's continue exploring. Because there's a passageway this way. With a switch. And that's that power cord. Or pipe. Let's flip the switch. And something stopped running. It was the fan. Stopped running. What we're hearing is the dome spinning. We have a building down here that we can't get into. But that wire goes from there to there, and then to there. We're going to be sneaky and go up into the ducts. Look at that. It stopped this fan also. And we are inside of a bookmaking room. That's what all of this is. The number 5. Or it's not the number 5, but it's got 5. A vice. There is an Easter egg, which I'm not doing, and you have to touch all different things in a certain order. And it's really cool. Let's unlock the doors. Now we can use that door. All right. We looked at that table already. Let's see what's on this table. Chemicals and things. Hey, there's one of those cages. The different eggs, it looks like. All right. And then we have this one that was here when we came down. Last week, while monitoring the situation of the villagers from the scope in my survey room, that was that thing out in the middle of the lake, I observed one of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating, but anchored near the entrance to the bay. I ordered the object removed from the water for inspection. Several days later, however, I was surprised to see another floating there. The missing object had apparently and quite mysteriously been replaced with a new one overnight. I've long been aware of the existence of similar artifacts on the villagers' island, but have paid them little notice until now. Tomorrow I shall send surveyors to catalog the others. And that would be this little ball, which silently rolls out and reveals the dunny number 1. Now, the only animal we've seen so far that has been silent are the fish. And there's another clue to that being the fish that I'm going to show you a little later on. A book, the journal with a lot of reading, mostly about Gen trying to make the books. It takes a special paper and a special ink. And about his need for Atris and Catherine. Gen doesn't like Atris, even though he's his father, because when Atris was born, his mother died, and Gen blames Atris for it. So this is important. So we're going to write that down. That little sequence, because we've been seeing it on the balls. So we're going to make note of it. When you see something like that in a few places, you make note of it. There we go. Okay, and then he's talking about another age, finally made a breakthrough, succeeded in modifying the fire marbles to generate enough power to hold a descriptive linking book in a stable matrix. I have linked to a new world. It is a harsh and isolated age, but it is nonetheless well suited for my purposes, and so I have designated it my, and that's a dunny number that I always struggle with, and I have to figure out, because I just don't know the dunny numbers as well as I should. It's on a number 5 base system. But he gave it a number as a name, and these are probably pictures from that world. That's the same number. And then there's a little map of the different islands. Of course, there's 5. And that big dome. And then there's the access number to the dome. So we start out with 2, 4, and this is where my dunny numbers get weak. And I need to figure it out. So I'm just going to write it down for now. because they move them around, as you can tell, for every 5. So I know the first 2 are 2 and 4. Those are the easy ones. The next one is 2 plus, is that 20? Or 10? Is 12, because that was 10. And so this would be 10 plus 3, which is 13. And I honestly don't remember what that last number is. I don't believe that is random. I believe it's the same from game to game. We have another door over here. Leading now to a way to get to another island. But we have to call the tramway, and that's what the blue things do that we didn't click as we came across it. It wasn't inside here. It must be this blue one here. So that will call the little tram thing for us. I'm going to explore the dome and that code a little bit later. Now it's here. We can go explore some more. Let's turn around. I'm thinking about that last number and what it could possibly be. Got a little sidetracked. Whoops. Let's just go back and forth because I got sidetracked looking at those numbers for the domes. Okay. I always end up just writing those out because I just can't. I'm not good when it comes to different base numbers. But we're going to go explore a little bit. There's a way to call that back, and there's a door over there too, and a door over here. Let's go explore this door first. An overview of things a little bit. Kind of get the layout of it. That's the one with the crater in the middle of it. Be nice if we could look where we wanted to look, wouldn't it? But this is interesting. Look at that thing poking out there. You know it's poking out for a reason. It's like a big microphone, telescope. We shall see. I'm trying to think if that's the jungly island that had all the... Yeah, and that's the island with the big dome. And that's the jungly island over there that the natives lived on. My dogs are playing once again. They're just puppies, so they like to play. Okay, an elevator, looks like. Up we go. And we can go out here and get an overview of the islands. And those shapes just roughly correspond to these shapes down here. Oh, and look, if we push this, the water changes. And we get a look at that. And we have a big dome thing here, spinning ball over there. Let's check out this. It looks like it's a map. Oh, a topographical map that we can turn. And highlight different sections. Yes, we can. This is a rather obscure, kind of frustrating puzzle, to be honest. But what we're looking for is where the dome appears on this island. And there's part of the dome right there. No, it's not. Never mind, I thought that was part of a dome. Right there. Oh, there's the dome right there. Okay. So if you notice, there's a grid within this. So if we turn it the way that it's supposed to be turned, you know, the orientation that it has over on the other thing, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 on what I would call the x-axis, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on what I would call the y-axis. So that's important to note. And we get to do that with every island. Which is a rather tedious process, but necessary. But I want to go look at this dome. Oh, this is the little thingy. Let's come over here and look at the dome first. Spinning. And you can even see the yellow shape as it goes by. There it is. But we can't see it as well as we can from up. This looks like it's been broken. So we're not going to know what it is from this one. It looked like it was a straight across line, but we know that it looks differently when you look through there. So let's come over here because I want to look at this and see what we're working with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. So our number can go no higher then 25. So I said we had a 2 and a 4 and a 12 and a 13, and that last number might be 24. Let's try that. I'm just curious. 4, 13, 12, 4, and 2. Oh, that was it. So that last number was 24. So this is a randomly generated puzzle because according to my notes, that should have been a different code. So you do have to figure out the dunny numbers and that base 10. But we don't know where it's going to lead us because it's blank. So we went through all that work and we still can't get to, I believe that's 98, the 98th age. The one that Gen said was so important to him. So we're going to have to wait on that and figure out a way to power up those books. Gets a little noisy with all the mechanical sounds. Okay, let's go back to our tedious process of doing each one of these. Let's do the L now. That big one went down. It's got a crater in the middle of it. I wonder if that is crater. I call it Crater Island. Which I think would mean that the L was this one that we're on. Map Island, I guess we could call it. There we go. See if we see a dome on there. This one is not randomly generated. So I may, in the interest of time, just go to where I know the dome is. And there it is right there. So you also need to know how you turn this. So it's back there. This is the way it's supposed to be. So it's on number 1 of the x-axis. And let's turn it just so we get a better look. 1, 2, 3 of the y-axis. Or is that 4? You know, it looks more like 4 because there's only 1 after it and there's only 5 altogether. So I think it's 4. Okay, so we make note of that. And we come back and we do, whoops, we didn't want to do that one. Now we have to sit and wait for it. The Myst games do nothing if they don't teach you patience. Because for some things you just have to wait and be patient. Okay, we already looked at that one. So when it lets me, we're going to do that one over there. Which should be a bit easier because it's just a square. And it almost looks like that in the upper left corner is a great big dome all by itself, doesn't it? Let's go see what this one does. There's a little hole right there. You know, this looks more like it's the crater island, doesn't it? And the other one is the jungle one. Because this has the big hole in the middle. So this one, that hole, is what we're going to use because if it is the crater one, the dome was buried down deep. So it's at 2, 2. 2 on the X, 2 on the Y. I'm just making a little note here in my notes. Okay, let's look at the next one. Be careful we hit the right one this time. So I do believe that the one in the bottom right is the forested one that had the sunbathers down low and the little village and everything down there. I believe the L-shaped one is where we are now, and the square up there is the crater island. And this one, I'm not sure how to describe that shape, but this one right here is the island we came in on. Is what I am suspecting. And there's the dome right there. Get it back into the correct orientation. It is on the first row, the very last. So X1, Y, 5. And then this little one is an island that we have not yet explored, apparently. And it's just one little dot. And you can actually see now that definitely is the dome in the upper right of the upper right. So let's go find out for sure exactly where that is. Well, there's only one. So it is 1, 2 on the X and 5 on the Y. So 2, 5. Those are all important to notice. All right. I think we've seen everything we need to see here. Let's go on down. Because we had that other side to check out. We can't. I mean, we can turn around, but there's nothing to see. So let's go quickly through here. And we're going to explore the other side. Of this. And the way we're going to do that is to just simply turn this around. As soon as it gives me my hand back, and look at this. Little lever. Is that like a lava pool? That's almost what it looks like, huh? Or just the water with a red light underneath it? Okay, let's go down. Into the water. I'm guessing it's water, because if it's lava, wouldn't we burn up? And this all looks like wood. So it's got to be water with just a red light to it. Or this is well insulated wood. One or the other. And look at this. We don't want to turn around. Well, we do. I was hoping I could look to the side, but apparently not. But it looks like there must be fire around here. It almost sounds like it too, doesn't it? Oh, there's someone. Is that Gin? I bet that's Gin. I bet we just about caught him, but you know what? I bet because there, now it gives me my hand. Yep, there he goes. Coward. We get to see from the outside how it works, though. But still, coward, running away like that. While we're here, oh look, we could call it back. But I'll bet he's already gone. Well, I wonder what he was running from. Let's go up here and check this out. That does nothing. The button does. Oh, and that brings down this. Well, looky there. We're peeking in on someone, apparently. They are fine. They're just playing. My silly dogs. That looks like... Oh, that turns it off. And this turns our perspective. And there's Catherine. We found her. We just don't know where that is. I think each one... This is that little telescope in the village, and look at, there's the clue. I was talking about the face of the shape of the fish. But yeah, we have yet to go up there. So yeah, this is all the little village. So Catherine must be somewhere that connects to the village. There she is again. I was wondering where her red robe went. If that's all she's got, she must be a little bit bored. But we found where she's imprisoned. Okay, so that gave us a view of that. It's going to the one I clicked on. Let's see what this one does. You can go back up. And this one's going to give us a view of something else. Oh, looky there. Those are the same little symbols that we found before in the book. And this one is connected to... Oh, it's a blue light, a light blue light. So we'll make note of that. And this one is a green light. Listen to that noise. It sounds like the whale. This one is a yellow light. We've heard that noise before, haven't we? This one. An orange light. Didn't hear whale that time. Oh, look at that. That's a red light, and that's this one right here. There he is. That's the thing they worship. I'm trying to remember what it's called now. Is it a work? It has a name, and I don't remember what it is. So the red light is right here. Apparently. Okay, I was waiting to get my hand back. So that is a red light. And we're going to do something fun. We're going to call him again. We're going to annoy him. We'll get a better look at him. This is just a fun little something you can do. Turn it off, and we'll turn it on because the light seems to call him. He says, "No. Fool me twice. You're not going to fool me again. I know you don't really want me. Try one more time." He's like, "What are you doing?" And then he's annoyed with us. But look, we get a really good look at him. Luckily, this glass is strong. It's not going to break. Lucky for us. Okay, let's look at this last one. Okay, this is broken. There is no light. Well, we know which island had the broken one. No light. Okay. And that was just about everything we had to see there. So let's continue on with our exploration. Remember, our overall goal is to free Catherine and capture Gen. We get distracted by all the gadgets and fun stuff, but we're going to call that back. That's our overall goal, is to do that. So we need to power up that book because that is most likely where Gen is run off to. It should be coming. We will follow the path that Gen took on our way to try to capture him and find out where he put Catherine and free Catherine. Because it's not worth anything if we don't free Catherine. And you know, because I already played Exile, that we do free Catherine. Okay, this is going to take us over here. And over here is... This looks like inside that idol, doesn't it? So if we'd gone down instead of up, it is inside that or that, I guess that's what you can call it, the big, I think it's supposed to be the fish that they all worship. A representation of the fish. You can't get to the side of it very well, but I believe that's what it is. And we know that code now, so if we wanted to go up there, it's the other way, isn't it? See how I'm getting turned around? Alright, we're going to go up there. There we go. We could open this dome also. Well, that just leads to that out there. Okay, never mind. Never mind, never mind. We don't want to go back to you. We're going to come over here. Okay, we are back here, but we had some things to explore here. He's got to set off the alarm that we're coming, we're coming. You can barely make him out up there. So apparently the villagers, the natives of this place, are afraid of us. I wonder if they think we're Gin. And they're afraid of Gin. Very well could be. But we are going to come over here. I believe we left the submarine right here. We did. Because we are going to go back to that little round. Oh, we have to turn around. Yes, off. Oh, there's the silent ball that he had them remove from the water. But we're going to go to the right so we can go to that little round platform, because remember we filled it in. So we can go get on that swing and see what's going on there. Okay, let's go check this out. We're going to pull this little thing here, and now we'll be able to step into the swing. It looks more like a trapeze, doesn't it? But we can hold on to it. And see where it's going to take us. Everything is in 5s around here. I hate to say it, but yes, pentagrams all the way around. There's a stairway, ladder, and now we have a shortcut to up here. Always good to find the shortcuts. There's a prisoner in there. Rather barren cell. Wonder why he's in there. Oh, do you think he sees us? Sees us looking at him? He's blinking his eyes like, what? And here's a little knobby. Going to open that up. Is he going to run out and get us? No, he's not. But he went somewhere. Let's check out this drain. Look at that. And we have a whole new area to explore. A dark, dark cave. We're just going to keep clicking forward. There we go. Now that is pretty. We can't go any farther, but we can turn on a little light. So we do have light. There's another one. So we can light up our tunnel. have to wander in the dark. And I don't know if you saw it, a door, which does what all the Riven doors do, blocks one and opens another. And we have a room with symbols that resemble animals. Now, we have the 5, everything's in 5s. Remember, we found those 5 balls, each one making a different noise of a different animal. So what we need to do is associate each of these with that animal. This one is obviously the beetle. Or is it? So obvious. There's the fish. But we also need to do it in the right order. And that's what the numbers were. So the first one was actually the fish. We'll do the fish. The second one, number 2, was that insect noise. Could be that one. This looks almost like an insect, but it doesn't look like any we've seen. All kinds of shapes here. But I'm going to go with this one. Our third one was the little froggy thing. Could be that one. That almost looks right. Again, I'm not using my old notes. I'm using the notes we took this time. I'm going to say that's it. Our fourth one was the sunbather. Which could be that one. Not that one. It didn't look like that. That's a bird of some kind. Yeah, so I'm guessing it's this one. And then our fifth one was that one. And if we did it right, which it looks like we did, portal, doesn't it? And there's that Riven dagger. It opens up and offers us a book, it looks like. Let's go see. It is a book. To another world. So we are going to save here and we will go explore that world in the next video. Thank you for watching. This has been Melody Lynn. I hope you're enjoying. Riven is a very, very cool game. Very involved, as you can tell. The clues are rather subtle, but they're there. And you just explore and find things. It is a beautiful world, and a fascinating world. And I hope you enjoyed. I will see you again in the next adventure. Bye-bye now.